One love, Delta 9 travelers. Welcome back to the channel. Thanks for tuning in to this live presentation. Listen, since the live this morning, a set of thing went down. Big back and forth between the opposition and the government on the road in Melanie. Listen, we got those headlines and those snippets from that situation there. Among other things, we're going to hear from the leader of the opposition highlighting certain situations that's going on with the police. So that should be interesting, getting into those details, among other things right now that's trending in Guyana and in Diaspora. I want to say a special thank you to all of those that are live right now with us. If you haven't already, thumbs up the live on your way in. As per normal, let's jump straight into these very important and trending headlines. I'm telling you, if you can hear me and hear me clearly right now, wherever you are right now on your side of the globe, big up yourself. Thanks for spending some time with Delta 9 Media. Drop a 9 in the comment section if you could hear me and you could hear me clearly. All right, we're going to jump straight in. Big up yourself, Rugranat. Thanks for tuning in and being a part of this live presentation. We're going to jump straight into some of these scenes from Melanie right now, right here on Delta 9 Media. Big up to all the travelers.
In the media, right? You know, yes, Dr. Campbell. I'm a peacemaker in Guyana, right? I'm not going to take side with nobody. I'm here for peace. And if
are you on the side of the victims of the MV Barima?
Of course. My mother is indigenous. She was born in Barima.
So are you on the side of justice?
I'm a side, yes.
Are you on the side that everything rises and falls on leadership?
Of course.
Are you on the side that the minister should resign?
Well, I'm not going to.
You see, there's the problem. Where's the problem? There's the problem here. It's West Side Barn and go there.
Hold on, man. You don't walk away. One me.
Let me ask you one more question.
He's a peacemaker.
You asked you a question before. You asked him whether the opposition. Hold on. One second. You asked him a question. You said if the opposition didn't have the opportunity to appoint a commissioner, so you believe the opposition should have been able to appoint a commissioner?
Or at least be consulted?
You asked him the question.
Yes.
Good.
What is your
The president appointed all 5 by himself. And this is my side who said that he's a bully, but he will not bully us.
How he can be a bully? He's the president.
Oh, so you could do anything. So the president could do anything.
So then why didn't
By
he?
law, he is responsible for every citizen of Guyana.
Thank you very much.
When he swear and when he promised me.
So do you believe that the concerns of the citizens of Guyana should be addressed by the president? That as a president,
yes.
Did he discharge the responsibility when he put over 200 Guyanese on a leaky vessel that was not seaworthy out to sea? But did the president discharge his responsibility?
So Guyanese.
Mr. Campbell.
No,
answer.
Do you know how many things the president doesn't know about in Bhutan ministry?
Whose problem is that? So that's a go.
You know, Barima had a minister, and he asked the minister a question, and the minister said, I don't know. And Barnum said to the minister, it is your duty to know. He has appointed, listen, vicarious liability, he has appointed a minister, an incompetent minister. Under that incompetent minister, over 100 people have died. It does not end with the minister, it rises to the president. Right? Everything falls and rises on leadership. On easy lies the head that wears the crown. All right. So the president did not discharge that responsibility.
All right. Powerful point being made by the leader of the APNU in Parliament, Dr. Campbell, highlighting the fact that, listen, it begins and it ends with the authority that comes from leadership. Pick up to all the travelers right now that's a part of the life. Rightly listen to some of what went down.
For each and every Guyanese, when the children died at Madhya, he did not discharge the responsibility for each and every Guyanese when over 100 died at sea there. So don't tell me the president. That's why he should have had an independent commissioner.
Yes, trust is important.
Two things I'm going to say.
Let me hear you.
You have a goal, MP, to what? two things you want. You want the two ministers resign immediately?
Yes.
And we want these people are here.
And we want
Look, they want this. Those murder charges are unjust.
if the COI said,
Scapegoating them. We want them out. No.
if the COI,
No.
you understand? If listen to me, if the COI, let me.
God bless you. Thank you for talking to me.
And as an independent journalist, speak up. I don't want you to speak up for me. I can speak for myself. I want you to speak up for the 100+ who died. And I want you to speak up for these 3 men who are locked up on unjust murder charges. There is nothing that should have them charged for murder. So use.
Well, I've created my own Navy SEAL. That's the name of my social media network. Navy SEAL. My name is Barima. I'm also a pastor. So I want to be free.
So let's talk
inside and outside and make
Let's talk religion.
Yes, sir.
Jesus said, what you do for the least, you do for me.
Of course,
This country did not do for the least. That was the least. If on that vessel, they were the underprivileged. They were the poor.
Remember, politicians are not church.
Hold on.
Yeah, but that is where your influence comes in.
That's you must tell.
I'm a church pastor.
You must tell your parishioners that they must vote for those with integrity. That's the answer. They must vote for those with integrity. Because they were the least who was on that boat. If they were not the least, they would have been flying to vote. If they were not to be on that boat.
Let me
15 to 2020. 15 to 2020.
Mr. Campbell, listen to you 1 second.
Yeah. Go ahead.
Let me hear you.
Let me get it over to you. Proverbs 22:8.
All right there.
Those who sow injustice shall reap
Reap
judgment.
yeah.
Tell them in that way going
But listen, mommy.
When for
Listen.
tell them,
Mr. Campbell, not because you escape justice, human justice. You have to stand before
tell me
the
the one.
creator.
I want justice here.
Thank you.
I want justice here. I want justice here.
Hold on.
I want justice here.
Pastor trying to sell a dream, telling you, but wait till you go to heaven, forget your justice. We want the justice right here, right now. 100+ persons, right? This is not a situation that persons are prepared to play around with. Big up to all the trappers live with us right now. You are seeing some of what went down. Listen, the thing went from 0 to 100. You have more for come.
I'm a minister of the gospel. Right? In heaven, I got a friend, right? Used to fight me down and tell me I gotta be a vegetarian. And I said to him these simple words. I said, in heaven is milk and honey. On earth is chicken and pork. In heaven, we're gonna in glory. We will not remember anything that happened on earth. So while we're here, we need to do the best. We can't be heavily minded and know what to do, right?
Jesus said, occupy till I come.
Well, we occupying the souls. We're gonna occupy till the president comes.
You see, we cannot use those terms out of context.
Help. Look, you see what I tell you? What is that?
You can't empathize. It's an illegal matter. Scapegoatism. You can't empathize.
We want a bunch of people who lost families, everything. Asking why these men walking.
I'm telling you, this situation went from 0 to 100 really quick, Delta 9 travelers. You see some more went down right here. If you haven't already, make sure you subscribe on it. Pass you nothing. We'll keep you connected with everything trending in Guyana. Telling you. Well, those are scenes from the most recent protest that went down in Melanie earlier today, Delta 9 travelers. And recently, the leader of the opposition is highlighting these details about what's going on in the force. Look here, going on right here.
My visit to Den Amstel has been weaponized to carry out the PPP's bidding. Officers who act professionally and do not take political instructions are transferred or victimized. During my visit to Den Amstel on the 29th of July to support the protests calling for the release of the good superintendent that was charged for murder following the Barima tragedy, Superintendent Jagannathan approached me and said, "Please ensure we have a peaceful protest." We shook hands, and that was the extent of our interaction. Yesterday, I was informed that Officer Jagannathan was transferred to the TSU because of that handshake. This is dictatorship. This is not the first time this has happened. During last year's election campaign, when I visited Moruca, Police Constable Carl Sanmugan shook my hand. Shortly after, he was transferred from Region 1 to Molson Creek, Region 6. Just days ago, Officer Bratwit was transferred on suspicion of leaking information to me. It sends a dangerous message to every police officer that simply treating the leader of the opposition with professionalism can cost you your post. Whether the government respects me personally is irrelevant. I am the duly elected leader of the opposition of Guyana, and the office I hold deserves the same respect afforded to every constitutional office.
Powerful point. Very powerful point.
Public servants, including members of the Guyana Police Force, should never be victimized for extending basic professional courtesy to the leader of the opposition or anyone. The hypocrisy is hard to ignore. I remember the outrage when former opposition leader, Mr. Norton, refused to shake President Ali's hand.
That I'll continue to put my hands out in friendship to every single Guyanese, whether they want to shake my hands or not. That I will leave the door open for anyone who wants to join in this mission of...
The PPP supporters made it a national issue, arguing that the office of the president deserves respect. Yet today, a police officer is being punished for doing the exact opposite, showing respect to the office of the leader of the opposition. The PPP is focused on attacking the wrong set of people. Ministers Ejil and Indar are still holding their respective positions, but Officer Jaganandan was transferred. Police officers across Guyana deserve better. They are underpaid, overworked, and often victimized for doing their jobs professionally. Just days ago in Linden, officers stood for 12 hours in the hot sun with no proper food or breaks. We continue to receive reports of ranks being left at stations without meals and are being victimized when they speak up. Yet, it is the rogue officers, those who abuse authority and who give instructions to shoot to kill, who are rewarded with promotions. As in the case of the now Commissioner of Police, Mr. Hickins, who gave the instruction to shoot to kill protesters in Linden in 2012, and 3 men died. We're also receiving reports that some officers from Linden will soon be transferred. We have further received reports that the force intends to implement a new policy that allows for officers' phones to be randomly searched to determine who they communicate with. This is a page from President Ali's playbook. He too randomly collects his friends' phones and runs through them to see if any of them are talking to me. This culture of intimidation must end. To every member of the Guyana Police Force, I see your sacrifice. I appreciate your service, and I am always standing with you. I hope Superintendent Jaganandan is reinstated to his previous assignment. No police officer should be victimized for carrying out his duties professionally or for extending basic courtesy to the leader of the opposition. Officers should continue to carry out their duties professionally, maintain their integrity, and not take political instructions. The Guyana Police Force is being weaponized to carry out.
We all think about what the leader of the opposition, Honorable Mr. Mohamed, is highlighting right there, Delta 9 travelers. Person's whole professional life disrupted just because they dealt professionally? That makes sense? Or it's just a whole lot of foolishness because we can't seem to respect one another and move forward in a real way for the country. Greetings, you're on to Delta 9 Media Live.
Yeah, Delta 9 is ruling out. Yeah, they shouldn't, that makes sense for them to do them Mohammed. They shouldn't treat the man like that, you know? If somebody, if the man become the president and people shake his hand, what's going to happen?
Well, that's the thing. You know? Something as simple as a handshake and simple respect for one another, that shouldn't be a reason for transfer somebody, you know?
Yeah, because that makes sense. Because it's all about victimization. But anyway, I think listening.
Good, look up yourself. Yeah. That's what the leader of the opposition is highlighting. They had a chance just now to see what was going on in the protest. Listen, they got a 3-hour live that we would have done earlier today. The latter part of that video got the entire demonstration that went down. You know? If you want to catch up with more details connecting to that headline, check the channel. It's right there. Well, guess what? Look at what's going on here. So, as we analyze what's going on the waterways in the country.
This is a video of the MV Molina, the replacement vessel for the MV Barima. You know what the captain is doing? He's requesting more life jackets because he don't have adequate life jackets to each and every passenger on board. And that's what I'm saying. We as Guyanese, we need to hold people to these standards. You can't just because, oh, a big boy said this and a big boy said that, put people's life in jeopardy, and then everybody just running with, oh, because you get orders, you should just follow orders. They will have to do the right things, and I'm glad that they're leaving them out to dry, and they're seeing that, yes, when a big boy call you override your position, and you sign on that document that you in charge, they will leave you out to dry, and you will be the one to face the brunt of whatever is coming. So now people are going to pull their socks up. Those little boats that travel from the West Bank to Georgetown to West Bank. If you jump in those boats with your children, right, and they don't have adequate life jacket for that child, the captain will request that you and the child leave the boat. That might sound harsh, but at the end of the day, the captain will put in your lives first, right? Likewise, if you sit in that passenger vessel until it's filled without a life jacket, and then you don't have a life jacket, the captain will not flex with you. You have to come out of that boat. And if that captain is captaining a small vessel, which carry roughly, I think it's 30 to 40 people, and you have that integrity, you who have bigger and higher positions should hold yourself even more accountable. And this is what I'm saying. This country for far too long, because people could bring people and give them a job, people feel like, oh, I don't have to do my job the right way. I just get this position because I know this person, I know that person, so I could just do whatever I want to do, right? Like me and the guy was having a discussion. I said, if you visit the station because you get robbed, right, and for some reason the person robbed you, he got connects, and they call the station, and the police decide not to look into your matter, will you only blame the person who made the call or also the police who failed to do the duty? Because they took an oath to serve and protect. And because you get a call from somebody, you're not doing your job. And you see, until we as Guyanese realize that the situation which we're creating for ourselves by being biased, by being low IQ, low frequency people, and not thinking about the grand scheme of things, people continue to lose their life. To this captain, applaud you. You didn't have enough life jacket, you requested to bring it from another boat, and then you move the boat. That's how it should be done all the time. Make sure public safety is the #1 priority in this country, and that is Fact 100.
Sleepy is the only diaper brand in Guyana with such a wide range to choose from. We cater to all babies, from newborns all the way to stage 7. Our collection includes Sleepy New, Sleepy Sensitive, Sleepy Natural and Organic, Sleepy Night, and don't forget our fashion jeans. Most of all, they're available in both paste and pull-up styles. Sleepy, Guyana's #1 selling baby diaper, available at stores nationwide.
In order, because they will jail you. I don't know what else our president have to see or needs to hear, or what else has to actually happen for President Irfan Ali to realize and to come to grip with the fact that Ejil do not know what the beep is doing, and he's going to continue to risk the life of our Guyanese people. This is no longer about Ejil must go. It's about Ejil don't know what the beep is doing. This is not the only ship that's not going to sail. If you're going to start jailing our people for the ministers and the failure of the ministries, then people need to start donging tools. I stand with that captain, because this is precisely what they did to the other captain. Risk the life of our citizens. You know what? I am certain, and I'm going to call on the captain to verify that all of the certificates of that ship is in order. I want you to remember that ship was grounded. That ship was grounded. Captain, Capitano, I ask of you to please verify that the navigational equipment on that ship works. Verify that the safety equipment are current and up to date. Make sure all of the life rafts are valid and not expired. The reason why I'm saying that, Cappy, you know this and I know this. I don't know who you are. I don't know the captains of the ship. Guyana does not have anywhere that can service those life rafts. They have to be sent. You can't fly them. In most cases, you have to send them on a ship. To Trinidad, that's the closest port that can service those life rafts. You know that white thing you see that pops open? If this ship was sitting in Guyana and it wasn't being used, I am pretty sure that the safety equipment are expired. Cappy, I beg of you, make sure that your fire extinguisher are current. Your CO2, go through all your safety equipment, Capitan. Do not allow anyone to have you move that ship from that port with those passengers if your safety equipment and your engines and your ship is not in working order, because they will jail you. This goes to every other person around Guyana. Even if you're a police officer, you jump in a van in the morning and you see the brakes and walking right, don't move it. Capitan, protect you and your crew and those citizens. I understand the citizens are mad. Let them continue to be mad. Save them. Make sure, my brother, those families were being used today as poster childs or poster families, that they are ready and everything is in order. You know what the sad part of it was? Our port does not even have the accommodation to keep those people and those children in somewhere where it's safe and out of the sun. They had those little children in the heat, in the sun. You tell me we can't have some kind of accommodation that with air conditioning, that these people, these families and these children can wait? Irfan Ali, what is it you're doing? This is your government. The cabinet is yours. Those ministers are yours.
Are those who continue to sit behind the keyboard and ask what the opposition doing, what y'all doing. Let me tell y'all something. I am so embarrassed and so ashamed of our people, my people, more so the people from my community. I am so embarrassed and ashamed of y'all. Now, let me give you a couple of quick examples. As I said, I don't have the time to be long-winded today. I was out as a part of some of the other members, with some members of Forward Guyana movement last week. When was it? Last week, Friday night. I was at Then I'm still where they were having a peaceful protest for the young men who were charged for the MV Barima tragedy. Of course, we know that they were unfairly charged, but the crowd was good. It was awesome to see so many people out, but I wanted to see more people. With the amount of you who talk about what the opposition is doing, and you jump, you know, what the opposition doing, we are doing, what the politicians doing. But the other thing that I want to talk about, how I'm so ashamed of the people from my community. I want to talk, you see, and that's why I'm saying some of y'all not ready for the conversations that I just want to have, you know. You see, those of you who like calling us, what the church is doing, stop it. I said stop it. Especially if the last time you saw the inside of a church was 20 years ago, and all who gonna come and say, oh, my, like, you're being judgmental, and who is you for judge, and use the God, I know though. I know I could be very judgmental. God's still working on me. Me imperfect. But here what happened. Y'all don't get to, what was it? Forgive me, because as much as I'm a Christian, I don't know the Bible back and forefront. What was it? Render to Caesar what is, render unto Caesar what is Caesar, and render unto God what is God. You render unto the church, what is the church? Every time something happens, oh, what the church is doing, we hear from the church is silent. What part you play in the church, friend? Yeah, I judging you today. Like I judge today. I'ma fix myself better. What role you play in the church? That you get to every time. I agree. Oftentimes the judges, the church, you got other religious organizations. Oftentimes when these things happen, they're too quiet. But I'm saying you don't get to be out there beating up on the churches. One last, we use render to the church and we use render to God. Yes, I know a judging. It's me. Call me out for it. I really don't care. But like I said, some of y'all are not ready for truths. But coming back to what I really came on to talk about, to the fact that I'm ashamed of the people from my community. Y'all see the ridiculous display on the 1st of August? I posted on Facebook about it. Y'all see that display that we had on the 1st of August? It was ridiculous. It is proving to me that some of you will never learn. What would half of y'all doing hugging up Barrett and jumping up and excited about these ministers? Again, y'all keep loving up y'all processes like the pot we saw. Somebody to say what they get them for rub is that a drink? They give y'all something for drink? This cult party give y'all something for drink? These people are your oppressors and you keep hugging up and jumping up and loving up on your oppressors, and I don't understand it. It is frustrating as hell. What are we doing with, not we, what y'all doing, not me. Because I was in the park on the 1st of August and I looked at them with disdain. Especially Barrett. What we doing? We all doing? Why y'all loving up and hugging up and jumping up with these people? Me don't understand it. Explain it to me. Somebody come and explain it to me. How did this work? I'm ashamed of the people of my community. And I'm telling you, the PPP does not mean anything good for you. I saw the one from Linden. The one from Linden that crossed over from PNC and APNU into PPP. Saw a video with him. Poor chap. It's a scripted thing. Of course, he given Barrett and the government all the praises for bringing the government to the PPP. I would believe that this is a new invention. That this didn't happen under the APNU either. The government is bringing the government to the people and whatnot. And I look at his poor face and he drained and stressed out as ever. It's a script. He got for come and talk. This is what the PPP does to you. They reduce all the little glow and the little talent that he had. Yes, I'm talking about the former APNU MP from Linden. All the little talent that he got, they drain it out to you. The clout, the impact, and the, if you want to call it power, no, let me don't use the word power, and the influence that you've had as a PNC, APNU member, you will never get it in the PPP. They will drain every inch, every drop of your talent. Ask the other APNU and PNCR member, former PNCR and APNU member, Parliament will get must about 10 holes in the back from the pellets that he get that dare to call my name the other day in his foolishness. You see what he's been relegated to? You see what he's been reduced to? Making senseless videos, doing some so-called, this is what joining the PPP does to y'all. I don't know why the thing is jumping all of a sudden, like if it's some kind of life or something strange, weird. Anyway, but my point, oh gosh, you see now I mess up all the whole thing. But my point is, this is what the PPP cult party and this government does to y'all when y'all jump ship and y'all switch over. It reduces you, it sucks all your talent out. Look at he. You imagine there's somebody who ran in the PNC primaries against the likes of David Granger. David Granger must be shame. David Granger sitting up at Pearl and he must be watching on and he must be shame. 10, I know every time I talk the numbers increase, I know, but see, but 10 holes in the back from what the PPP put there. 10 holes in his back. And all of a sudden you're doing video and a set of foolishness in the name of that party. Because this is what it is, reduce your talent to you have become nothing. You are an embarrassment. Just like the one in Linden. Watching it, you hear that he's sincere when you know what NC entitled him as. At the bottom it has his name up there. As I tell you, I don't like call the name, don't get no clout. Yeah, everybody knows what we're talking about. They got his name there and it has former member of the PNC APN. You don't have member of the PPP. Again, the influence and the ambition and the strides that you were making in the PNC and in the APNU, you will never be able to make it in the PPP. You gotta take whatever crumbs, it's not even crumbs that is girl, it's dust. You gotta sit down and you gotta collect whatever dust that fall in, and you have to sit in the back seat, literally, because the one with the 10 holes in the back is a backbencher. It's a parliamentary backbencher. I'm not saying anything is wrong with that, but I'm just saying this is what he's been reduced to. And that's why I had to tell you the other day, and I know you get a message. Don't call me name, you mix up. Don't do it. Not it. Error. Do not come on my name.
As a matter of law.
As a matter of law. Use names and situations to justify your ridiculous and reported. You don't trouble y'all.
Whoever commits an offense in the act, and listen carefully, the man, the charge is murder. I'll take out my glasses, Robbie. You're going to get emotions, Robbie.
The minister negligent.
All right. Good. We all know Kevin. Kevin is no stranger to me or Melanie. Okay? I won't want this harm to anybody. Watch this, Kevin, what I know. All I'm saying is, if he was driving a bus, a bicycle, a motorcycle, and somebody died, he would have been arrested and charged.
Because
he's
he's
not found guilty, you know. I don't think you understand the law. Listen to me carefully, man. He would have not have been found guilty. It's a charge because it's causing death by dangerous driving.
Because that is why.
There's a recourse in law that your lawyer should use. The exeter and them just hopping around and jumping around.
Don't get disrespectful.
That's what I'm saying. The exeter and them let them challenge the decision. Let them challenge the decision.
All right, good. You see, I listen to you. I listen to you.
Jumping around.
Everything now. The minister, if the minister. Look. If the minister could take the praises to transport an army, why he can't take the failures?
Now the boss was condemned, Mr. Bond.
Why we have to see I step back? Why the minister don't step back? If he could accept the praises, accept the failures.
That's all it is.
I don't even remember y'all exist. Because I tell y'all, I don't like people come for me for nonsense. Because me and people gonna fight. I am like that. I'm a very, anybody who knows me can tell you I'm a very peaceful and a loving person. Don't trouble me. Don't trouble me and don't trouble my people. But I'm coming back to it and I got to call y'all out enough for y'all and like it. Some of my people, the people of my community, I'm ashamed of y'all. The 1st of August display was unacceptable because y'all hugging up and loving up and kissing up y'all oppressors. But that to say, I know I'm all over the place again today. A proud of Linden. Don't worry with the farmer member parliament will look like, oh, everything hitting me left, right, and center. This is how we look on the video at the NCN video. We'll jump up to say, oh, a lot of the people were not from Linden, the boss them in. We don't care. We don't care where the protest action coming from. If we move people from one region to I don't know that is what the opposition needs.
It does appear from the looks of things that
the fact is the people them turn.
We're going to have to take evasive action pretty soon.
The PPP doesn't take y'all seriously.
Protesters and police are tugging at each other to open the gate. The protesters have clearly outmanned the police. The gates are pushed down from the Watuka guest house. The protesters are barging their way into the compound led by Opposition Leader Azruddin Mohamed. This is the scene unfolding right now here at the Watuka guest house. They have
You see Barrett coming out and he's smiling. Y'all had a long day today. It's a joke for he. It's a joke until everybody stop laughing. You know what happened to y'all? A lot of us thought that the MV Barima going down in the Atlantic Ocean with people bodies still down there. A lot of us thought that that was the straw to break the camel's back. Guyana, the straw and break the camel back yet. I don't want to say what I should say to tell y'all how we're gonna know when the camel's back is broken because you're gonna hear I inciting things. But I just know that it ain't break it yet. But it's gonna come a time once you see the PPP is not out of office. There's gonna come a time when it's gonna break the camel back. Barrett think it's a joke. He think it's a joke. It's funny. Oh, y'all had a long day today. It's funny until it is no longer funny. But I don't have much more time to talk with y'all.
But them all living right down there, man can't right and go, buddy. But why the man living right there, right past the barricade, the man living? What are you doing, the man? The man living right there. Why the man? Why? Go outside the wall. Please don't touch me, don't touch me, don't touch me. So why should I be going on the barrier?
What are you doing here?
What doing? This one live in this my village.
How the barrier?
Please don't touch me. Please don't touch me. Don't touch me. Don't touch me. But why are you touching me?
Go beyond the barrier.
Why are you touching me?
Go beyond the barrier. What's the purpose here?
I'm living here. This is my village, Melanie. Melanie, I'm living. You want to see my address? Do you want to see my address?
Yes. By getting the PNC, the PPP out of bankruptcy. The PPP was totally bankrupt. The PNC have actually sold out the country.
Can I ask you a question?
Hoyt,
do you believe Guyana will be better?
And
do you believe Guyana will be better?
What the PPP is doing, what Jagdeo is doing now, Yemen Ali, is a continuation of the Hoyt economic policy and part of the repressive need. No, the PNC now to be blamed because when this boy Aubrey Norton came into office, he said that he was going to work with the grassroots. You know what he's working? He's working with the top because he Aubrey Norton has sold out the PNC. That's why they're going to kick his ass out. You hear me say? Because he and Robert Corbyn, you gotta call their name. If they were not there, then you're not gonna call the name.
I didn't
because
stop you.
They were there.
Earlier,
but
I told you
talking about don't call them the name.
No, I said come back to current
situation. Well, this is the current situation because the Jagdeo and Ali are carrying out the PNC policies or program which are pro-imperialist. That is why they got to sign up all kind of military agreement with the Americans.
What is the solution? What is the solution?
What is the solution?
So, Guyana.
Let me tell you something. To be honest with you,
I would like, not with me, be honest with the viewers.
Azruddin is the only man who was brought together and did a very good thing, bringing all the races together. That's a very positive thing.
Okay.
Well, I can go in more detail about that, but we don't want to go into that now. We'll talk about that another time.
You can speak about anything.
But no. But
if you spoke about
we want to
PNC, you can speak about that.
We want to. The mistake that the Mohammeds have made was to align themselves with the PPP. They made a terrible mistake of getting.
You mean in the past?
Yes, by getting the PNC, the PPP out of bankruptcy. The PPP was totally bankrupt, and
so they got them out of bankruptcy.
They got them by spending millions, perhaps billions, to get them out of the state of bankruptcy.
That I didn't.
And they will admit that because Azruddin is on record saying how much money he gave to
records
them.
support that?
Yeah, he said it publicly. Everybody knows that. There's no secret anymore. He gave his entire security force to protect Irfan Ali. He gave him
bulletproof.
What you call this?
Body armor.
Bulletproof vest. He gave them billions of dollars to run the campaign in 2020. He does not deny that. He said
billions.
Yes, and he said openly, those are my words, that they were ungrateful to him, and I agree with him. If you give them
so why did you say they made a mistake by aligning with?
They should not have gone with these criminals. They know they were criminals.
So you're saying
if you don't align yourself with no government organization,
I'm a little confused here.
You will find yourself.
Azruddin Mohamed and the Mohammeds, and Azruddin Mohamed and his family wasn't always into politics. So in his defense, while he's not here, he did what any business family would align themselves with.
The truth of the matter is that I can't answer for them.
No, you're saying they should not have aligned.
They should not have aligned. They're Muslims.
I think they did them political.
No.
They played the political handbook.
They
Whoever's in government,
they knew. Are you telling me?
So you're saying that's what's affected?
They don't know that these guys are criminals.
If you look at his post, maybe they just he's exposed to it now. So
yeah.
$9 million. Vibert is saying Ali don't have to travel on the boat either, his family. So there is no need for him to provide adequate shelter. That's the bottom line. Big up yourself, Vibert. Thanks for dropping them insights in the comment section. Jeffrey, big up yourself. Thanks for tuning into this live presentation, International Digital Connection. Persons from all over the globe in the chat right now. And guess what? There's so many headlines for us to update one another with. We're going to hear from the former finance minister, Honorable Mr. Jordan, because he got some insights, as he usually does, to share with us.
Of them. I heard one say he took shots. He took shots for the party. He was grounded in the party, and then he got nothing. But where he is today, they recognize his effort. So, all kinds of story. On this morning, I was listening to someone, he called himself Doggy, or he complaining about this and that and so on. The ideological grounding, not there. It is about I and me. It is about I and me. A good friend of mine of high diplomatic strength sent me a text and said, good showing in Linden. Good showing in Linden. That his back channels is suggesting is a pity that it didn't have wider collaboration, because they thought it was a win demonstration only. And I said to him, well, first of all, that was wrong because it was a wider than win. But that the win party, which is the opposition, and the win leader himself, got to appreciate he in politics, if he in politics at all. And the I got to be traded for we. Because if you're I, you can't get the rest of the opposition with you. Maybe they say he knew and he's not accustomed to it and so on, but he better get accustomed fast. Because if you got a vigil in front of the whatever is his name, house, and being interviewed, you're talking, next election we'll get 20 seats, we'll beat them by 20 seats, and so on. But you got about 5 or 6 parties represented there. And then say, I will beat them by 20 seats. When we'll beat them by 20 seats? Those kind of talk. Don't endear yourself to the rest of the members of the opposition. And it clearly it's clearly inconsistent with unity. But as a side also, I said, I think the party that describes itself as Green Heart got to show what Green Heart is all about. For Green Heart to be strong, it has to be doing something. And no other tree challenged Green Heart. None. Not even mahogany. So the PNC, all this sloganeering and all this kind of story, got to stop.
Mr. Jordan dropping some gems right there, Delta 9 travelers. What are your views about that? Listen, there's so many things for us to analyze right here, right now on Delta 9 Media. As we analyze this poll question for the day, are the government outreach programs a good taste given the current MV Barima tragedy? Yes, the government work must continue. No, insulting while the country is mourning. 70% is saying it's a poor taste. The outreach programs presently going down. They could have given some more time to it and come at a different time, you know. 70% is saying it's insulting while the country is mourning. 30% is saying yes, the government work must continue. What are your views, Delta 9 travelers? Big up to all of those who are live with us right now. Dropping the insightful commentary into the chat, plus participating in the poll that's up on the channel.
And they have to find that which made the party strong to keep the party strong and growing. But realistically, what is happening now, it's not boding well. It's not boding well. That's all I would say on that. May the comrade leader continue to rest in peace, I hope. But I'm sure if he's seen, or if he could have seen, he will not be pleased with what he has seen generally in Guyana, and particularly in his own party. This is not to deny the efforts of many party members' work that is being done by several of the party members, but I'm talking generally at the level of the party. It's not looking good. It's not looking good.
You heard the views right there coming in from Mr. Jordan. Yeah, think about that, Delta 9 travelers. The percentage is now 68-32. 68% is saying it's insulting while the country is mourning. Is the government outreach programs of good taste given the current MV Barima tragedy? Yes, the government work must continue. 32% is saying that. 68% is saying no. It's insulting while the country is still mourning. They're still in flow the boat, and there's so many other things right now that definitely should come to the front, right? Well, guess what? I come across something recently. I said I highlight it right here on this live presentation so persons can analyze what's really going on in the country. You know. Let me take a look at some of the hurdles that persons got to definitely surmount as they commute throughout the country.
Please open the gate. This is a public road. Please open the gate. You can't open the gate. Why? Why you can't open it?
You have to pay for that.
Pay who? Who you got to pay to? Who run this company?
DTL.
DTL. So we got to pay them for use the public road.
Man, you ain't paying all the time, but
all the time, and we fed up paying. Are you on the biggest?
You got to deal with the office.
Well, very good. Well, good. Well, this is illegal, right? By public works. DTL don't maintain this road. You know who is maintaining this road? You know who is maintaining this road? This road is maintained by GGMC and McDC, not DTL.
This road maintained by McDC, right?
Yes.
Ah, well, good. Case
so why DTL locking off the gate? Why DTL? Okay.
Maintained by McDC
and DTL and GGMC, not DTL.
No, furthermore, I won't tell you what's going on.
Well, I telling you, this is a public road. No. This is the Mabur Letem Trail, and we not
really
good. No public no private citizen in pay no public thing. I am not paying, and you got to open this gate.
No.
You have.
I'm telling you, this is a more serious situation than even the bridge. Tolls to cross this street higher than to cross the bridges in Georgetown. What's going on, man?
100% well-crafted CMOS.
only the best, 'cause you deserve nothing less. 8 Butterfly.
8 Butterfly Black Seed, loaded with antioxidants and essential nutrients for your body's needs. Breathe better, feel better, live healthier. All the benefits of black seed oil without the taste. 8 Butterfly Black Seed Capsule.
Have to open this gate. So you want we open it?
I can't do that. I can't do that.
So you will hold up all this traffic down here because you ain't opening this gate.
Yeah, motorbike this way. Motorbike this way. Here, champion. This is something.
What? I call it there. You hold up the traffic because you ain't doing it, right?
No. You know, you're the boss. He said you know.
Yeah, I know I said because all me bosses, I get the biggest arm.
All right. All right. You know what the are now.
Well, I know the order now because Public Works tell me this is illegal.
Public Works say it's illegal?
Yeah.
So why they move with it all?
Okay. DTL don't maintain this road. DTL don't maintain this road. DTL is broke up this road with them big log trucks what they get from here to Frenchman Junction. This is the most big hole them they get on this road.
You know that you only say.
I know that GGMC and McDC is still. And we don't even pay for use the Harbour Bridge, we don't pay for use Linden Bridge, we don't pay for use Barbie Bridge. But you is the only man go hold on. The rest of staff free it up. The rest of staff free it up already. But you go hold on to your life. You go.
They don't happen the rest of staff free it up for you.
Free it up for me.
Staff will tell me.
Right. You superiors them supposed to tell you. You superiors them supposed to tell you.
Now when you talking all the time, you gotta listen to what he's saying.
Good.
You saying the other two men.
Well, this thing got to end tonight. This thing got to end tonight. You free it up. You could walk out your job. The Chinese and the DTL staff, them let them come and hold it. They don't put the Guyanese to fight on each other. Let them come out and do it. You fighting on the drivers. You fighting on the road users. Because you take the most thousands from everybody. You take the most thousands from everybody.
In the book.
This big man here hold on to the gate. He hold on to the gate with his life, refusing to open the gate here. Traffic build up down here, and this big man here refused because he's the man who thief the most thousands from the drivers. The most thousands, because every time he collect 1,000, he never put it in the book. And this man is there thieving the most thousands every night. Every night from the region 9 people, Good. Well, you gonna bring the book for audit everybody.
Right.
That thing got to correspond with
right,
but
right.
it's illegal. It's illegal to get a toll. It's illegal to get a toll on a public road.
Right.
On a public. The only part in Guyana.
Easy toll booth and the toll master. A set of racket is they're running, you know. Enough is enough of this foolishness. You know what I mean? You running toll.
Only part in Guyana that we have fight down and hold back to pay 1,000 we must pay in order to pass this toll from Mabura, and it don't be maintained by DTL. It don't be maintained by DTL. This public road is maintained by GGMC and McDC. And so far this part is the only part in the country we got to be paying a toll to pass this road. The most ugliest road in the country. And they're refusing us to pass for free. And this man here, he will hold on to the gate with his life tonight. So we mustn't pass. The thing is not enforced by the police anymore. The police station is right there. The toll gate is not enforced by the police, but this man take it up on himself to hold on the gate from us tonight. So everybody got to see this. Why we have to pay? I want to hear from you.
You want to hear why you have to pay?
Yeah.
You're supposed to ask me, though.
But we supposed to just pay to you.
No, you know, though. You know why you want. You used to pay. I
used to pay, but we fed up with it. We fed up in this country. We fed up in this country.
You used to pay till the case closed.
Okay. But it's illegal to pay. Any concession road, you have to pay to go in a concession road.
What's the difference now?
So we must pay this road from start to end till we dead. We supposed to pay this toll.
This is not from start to end. When this road start completely.
This road into. So why y'all charging we? Y'all DTL do anything to this road?
The Fox and DTL is maintaining.
Yeah, guys. Good night. Good night. I did out here for about an hour now, right? I make about close to about 10 vehicles pass. Now this toll man, he keep running up because me can't block the gate. I left this gate open so for now. So he keep running to the vehicles that come and grabbing the money out their hand. Before he ain't writing no more ticket, nothing. He just running up and grabbing the money out the hand before they could think. So couple about, I see he do that to a minibus just now. I see he just do that to a minibus. Run up before anybody could say anything and grab the money out the man's hand without issuing any ticket. He didn't issue any ticket after that. And the boss, after we explained to the bus driver that tonight we standing up for this toll, the boss man ended up driving away and left the $1,000 with this man here. No ticket was issued. And we said, all right, good. There you go, along. But he said, this toll booth is his daily bread. This toll booth is his daily bread. And we can't stop. We can't take this daily bread out to him out.
Really going on in GT. Listen, I'm guessing persons are going to be watching the show and the right thing is going to prevail. Because a set of stupidness I see going on right there. Big up yourself, Flash. Thanks for being a part of the live. Flash is saying, hey, it's about time that persons call for a clean voters list and orderly elections. Insights coming in from the elder, Mr. Flash Garden. Stanley is saying Guyanese only care when it affects them. Others is hurting, but when the shoe is on the other foot, you're gonna hear. Telling you, there's also some of we stay for real, Stanley. For real. I'm telling you. Let's hear what's going on as we jump from what's going on up in the rural area or up in the country to what's going on in town. Let me hear directly from the leader in the NDC. Greetings, we're on to Delta 9 New July.
Greetings, Delta. Watching your live there, very, very interesting night today. Respect to the sister there who, whatever she was saying, great respect to her earlier. It's crazy some of the stuff we're seeing going on. I don't know about that country, I don't know. I'm watching that guy collecting toll and whatever. Also with all this protest, that stuff that happened in Linden, you can see like what they're doing, bro. They're trying to divide the people, right?
Yeah.
They're having one set of trying to control one set of people and putting them against, so it's a divide and rule stuff I think they're doing right now in that country. The same thing happened in Melanie today. Look at, all those Afro police, man, going against, your own people, it's just so, sad to see what they're doing. You cannot, as soon as you try to stand up, Also, if you try to figure out the cause, I watched when Bharat was going into Linden, bro. You should see the entourage of vehicles. You should see the security and the amount. I'm wondering what's the cause behind all of these security stuff. Like, why all this, if you're not afraid or if you're for the people, why you need all this big security? Come out and talk to your people, right? The same thing Irfan did today. He went into Melanie and he sneaked out through the back, right? It's just crazy. That's crazy.
I really thought that given the experience and just the amount of years that the VP would have served at a presidential level, he would have come forward and addressed the people that was in front. That was a sizable crowd that was in front, and they had real issues they needed to address. Yeah.
Exactly. And nobody is nobody is there to cause problems. They'll come and address it. What they're doing right now, bro, they're insulting the people. It's an insult. You know how insulting the people feel who wait that they want to talk to you and we can't talk to you. The same thing happened today in Melanie. Irfan Ali went in there, did and I actually watched. I saw some clips of what they were doing in that meeting. You know what they're doing? They're presenting a lot of AI stuff. Everything looks fancy. We're gonna do this. We're gonna put up a tarmac here. We're gonna do like a lot of AI stuff, and they're fooling the people, bro. Right? And what they're doing right now, it's as I'm saying, I saw your folder. It's very disrespectful at this time. To be doing all of you're running into villages, but they're just trying to. It's a distraction, bro. And they're trying to go into places now and make all these promises, so that people now gonna kind of calm down and they won't have that anger or that resentment that they should have. But it's just a calming tactics right now. Right? And fooling the people, Also, I saw the other day, Ed Hill was in some church, bro, and he was talking about he was bitten by some serpent and this man had a whole bunch of white people in Guyana in the church, like praising him and trying to like hug him up and bro, like these guys, the tactics these guys are pulling, it's very disgraceful, very, very disgraceful. And also with all of these things that's going on, the diplomatic community is so quiet, man. Very, very quiet. Very quiet. So I guess, no support from the diplomatic community. Nobody's saying anything, man. I don't understand.
They should have came out and addressed at least one of the issues that's going on right now. At least what's going down with the MV Barima. They should have came out and, had some amount of conversation about that. Right.
Also I saw there's a big thing going on also. There's a company in Guyana, they're a foreign company, they're called Fabulous Home by Avalon. Those guys bought a bunch of land in Friendship. They're building homes. They're doing, they've been there for 7 years. And I saw this lady was talking. They're doing their stuff and they're selling properties and doing stuff. Somebody right now went in and is building a road on the land that these people bought. Wow. Bullying their way right now. Bullying their way into these people. And the lady, she's so upset and she was saying she's not getting home. Now this whole thing may have to go to court because they sold plots of land and the places those sold. Another people coming in now and trying to claim the place, like government people or whatever, right? So boy, that country is like a mess right now. There's so much stuff happening in Guyana, bro. And the thing is that I think Guyana is losing a lot of revenue because look at that guy. Yeah.
He's gonna lose revenue because of mismanagement. Yeah, that don't even make sense. I wanna know if it's not legitimate, how you gonna say, you used to pay, so you gotta continue to pay. It doesn't make much sense, A rural road.
And what the PPP is doing right now also, bro, they're trying to control all the influential people in villages. Like they went to Melanie, they're handpicking a bunch of people, James Bond and a few or whatever.
Yeah.
They're trying to get them to run the people. They're doing the same. They went into the Amerindian villages and they're controlling all the Tushals. You should see the amount of clips that's circulating on social media with the Tushals praising PPP. I mean, these Tushals have their people underwater right now, and they're praising the PPP. I mean, the same thing, I like what the people did to James Bond. They stood up to him and call him, I don't want to use the word, whatever they're calling him. But that's what people have to do. But at the end of the day, man, I don't think people are saying election in 2030. The longer the PPP stay in there, bro, the more embedded they're gonna get, and it's gonna be tough. Something has to give, man. Something has to give, right? And also, like that influx of the Spanish right now, bro, it's massive. There's massive influx of Spanish people going to that country. And the more Spanish people come in there, they're going to be suppressing the African Guyanese. A lot of the Afro-Guyanese going to be suppressed, right? I'm seeing that there. They'll have no regards.
It's going to be a competition for the labor force and the excess labor in a country. They got to find some way to truncate them. So it's going to be either incarceration or they're going to put you in situations where you want to, find yourself in other parts of the world. Unless
Yeah.
persons get wise and start to figure out ways to work within that system in a unified way to leverage the benefits that they can get, you know?
Yeah, but with that influx now, it's creating a disadvantage for the Guyanese because
Yeah.
these people are working. The Spanish people want to work Saturday, they want to work Sunday, they want to work after 5. I see critics, Guyanese critics. The man has got a crew of Spanish and Indian people working with him. When
Yeah.
he starts a project, I see them do. Those guys work until 9 o'clock at night, bro. Right?
Wow.
And he's bashing. He's saying, you know what, this is why I don't hire Guyanese to work for me. I don't want Guyanese to work because you should see, I mean,
Well, if they get in, if it's an overtime situation and if they got different shifts that running until the night time, then I guess they could probably maneuver like that. Because remember over here, so there's got 24-hour construction and everything going on sometimes in certain places, you know.
Right.
Depending on the
No,
permits
but
that they got.
I guess they're taking advantage of the people's desperate situation. The
Yeah.
Cubans are very desperate right now. Even the Venezuelans, they're desperate, and the stuff that's going on, Guyana is booming. I mean, the country, there's so much going on even in the oil industry. There's so much stuff happening. There's a company called Techno Equipment there. They're doing all these equipment. There is, I saw the biggest ship recently went to Guyana, 169 meters long or whatever. Like so much is happening, bro. But the Guyanese citizens are not getting the benefit out of their own country, right? It's the foreigners coming and overriding and dominating and it's so sad to see what's happening to the people here.
Well, I think it's
telling
just a matter of time before persons start to figure out the system. If persons didn't already figure out ways to maneuver and, find ways to leverage whatever is there to benefit with what's going on with the migration and stuff like that, with the influx of persons in the country and all of that, because with the influx of persons is going to come a growth in like how persons does notice in border market on a Sundays or on a Saturdays, how the market is almost completely persons that came into the country. You understand?
Right.
That means that now there's a larger market for persons to be able to sell whatever they're selling in that area.
Right.
Yeah.
And it's funny, I saw today, what's his name? Azruddin said that they're raising money for that Barima tragedy stuff there on Lombard Street. And she was actually speaking in Spanish, telling people, because there's so many Spanish people walking around there, you're talking English and nobody understands. She was speaking in Spanish to say what, and she's very, very fluent in Spanish. I was really very, very big about her. She was speaking just to tell the people what's going on, like very fluent in Spanish. So the place, bro, certain place you go in GT right now, it's all Spanish speaking, man. All Spanish speaking, yeah.
It's a great advantage to learn an extra language, especially when you have, millions and millions of persons in the world right now, close to your country, that's speaking Spanish and other languages. And then they got a lot of translators and stuff like that that's going to help us. Because we are in the digital age and the age of AI. Nonetheless, pick up yourself, Carla. Thanks for calling in and for dropping those insights on the live presentation. I'm telling you, insightful commentary coming in from one of the frequent travelers right here on Delta 9 Media. Are the government outreach programs of good taste given the current MV Barima tragedy? Yes, the government work must continue. That's what 29% is saying. No, it's insulting while the country is mourning. 71% is saying it's a poor timing. You could do this at another time. Let's deal with what's going on with the MV Barima. Let's try to get to the bottom of everything. Big up yourself, Sly saying, heal up, Delta, and all the real Guyanese people. Big up yourself, Sly. Thanks for being a part of this live presentation. As we jump into some of the details coming in, from our brothers and sisters on the ground right now?
No, I have not received the cash grant. For the love of God, as I said in previous videos before, I don't know why y'all tried to change something that wasn't broken in the first place. Why you guys try to change something that wasn't broken? The first cash grant that y'all issued to the people, y'all tell you, that went so smooth. Nice that all my Guyanese and brothers and sisters, they received their cash grant. Every one of them. And they received it on time too, because it was done properly. That I applaud the Bank of Guyana. This time is a whole mess, it's a whole chaos. Up to now, people don't receive the cash grant. I would say probably about 60 or 70%.
Greetings, you're on to Delta 9 Media Lab. Mr. Flash Garden, what's going on?
Yes, good evening to you and all my black brothers and sisters in Guyana. First thing first, Flash is responsible for what you say, not how you guys interpret.
Good.
Let me ask that same brother what just get out of their life. Let me ask you a question. Would you, if you're living out of Guyana, return back to Guyana for the next election and go around all your loving East Indian brothers and sisters home and tell them it is time for we come together and vote for a change for APNU coalition? You could come back on live and answer my question. Let me remind you what a black young brother did. Mohamed was in lockdown and he said, Mr. Mohamed, I will knock up every black man doing Boston and tell them vote for Mr. Mohamed. I was always listening to you and you're always talking bad about PPP. But I do hope you're going to demonstrate it now. Not only come here and talk. I do hope you return back and show that love and encourage them to vote for change. Let me move on now with my topic. I'm saying this. I did it before, and I got victory with the teachers them. After the teachers them never got victory because they go back out to work with zero. Now, the protest at Mackenzie is no victory. As God said, it's a waste of time. It's all about numbers and making noise. Why? Because it's still working, and the other guy is still working. I'm saying it loud and clear on your program again. The only person who have to call is the ambassador of America. We call them boys and let Edward step down because it's just so hot. Then he could return back later on. Like the previous minister who was accused of raping that 60-year-old girl. Taylor Lynch. You have to tell Jack let him go because it is hot. Before the Secretary of State comes to this country, that is how that minister resign in charge, resign and come back again in.
Okay.
My leader, Mr. Abinatu, God said did something wrong, we must tell you. You're not supposed to be in no club with Mohammed. You know why God wants to Mr. Some text my leader, Mr. Abinatu. Mr. Mohammed, the things that man said over and over. Don't worry, PNC party. PNC party is finished. I would always remind you what we said. And I'll be not to put it up. If Mother keep meeting up Avenue A, you want Avenue B with your people that must keep doing. Because they are out to kill you. They are out to destroy it. I use the only one keeping PNC party strong and together right now. And these are the men of America and clear. We are out to kill you and we'll pay to kill you. Richard Boyle, Mel, John Thompson, Brown, Mohammed, Niger Youth, Niger Landan, the bad boys, and most of all, Amanda. These are people against you and PNC party, and you have to be careful. Don't be no crowd again with Mohammed, because it will stop you. Remember how Master Luther King stuff is a black woman stabbing, but God saved him. And what the white man said, oh, she retarded, or she mentally ill. Be careful, my brother. Be careful, Flash God said. Be careful. I don't want to hurt you. because you the only one to keep PNC party going. Last before we go, I give Mr. Wayne credit for Saturday night program. Ready? Bring Mohamed up to date. You always said I started nonsense. Because there was more opposition, MPs and leader was deal. Mr. Wayne Jordan come back again today and said hi. You got to start at nonsense about I. We keep telling black people you're not supposed to be in them two brothers warfare. That is child mother and child mother warfare. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I hear you.
My mother teach me something like I was a teenager, just finished high school. She said, I heard you mixing with a woman with two kids. She said, be careful. Child mother and child father do not let. They will separate because the child in the middle will bring them back to 1 hour, 2 hours, 1 day, 1 night. And that is Mohamed and Ali. When we get children in the middle, they get the word up and down. They will come back together. We got to be careful. Black people have no business supporting Mohamed. Let Mohamed stop going to the country as one someone got anti-child if he's innocent. And let people encourage Mohamed to pay the 197 billion because of the money to do something acceptable. Save the American and right. But before we go last now, let me quote what that young lady said. Runabout, that is a young lady, a very brilliant young lady. I love her. She said, the foolish thing like that people said for September, man, we're going to make her so sad. And she won't come to pass. Black people sucking sad because of Mohamed. Amerindian people drink salt water and died because of Mohamed.
Powerful point.
Listen to Mohamed. Listen to Wonderbob. And she was starting with the PPP. Say, hey, the PPP. But it's something to see that what we did wrong. So the September she said, she used the word police. She said, we police people are loyalty to our party. And we will not do that foolishness so much around. It's one and one. One black, one Eastern. Why we black people must go for two Eastern. I was so sad. And it's time for black people to realize God bless us more with strength. A black woman can make any other way identity baby into this world. That means the strength that God gave us because God knows we will be in this situation. And He wants us to fight. And stop the two on the way trade. Mohamed is a runaway trade of a black man don't realize. And Ali, it's two on the way trade we got to stop. Thank you very much. Let me listen to the program.
Big up yourself. Insights coming in from the elder, Mr. Flash Garden. What are your views, Delta 9 travelers? Drop it into the comment section or call it in. And make sure that I put the banner up on the screen for all the persons that might not have the number stored already, right?
Yes. Good afternoon, sir. What is your name?
My name is Carl. Can you?
And where are you from?
I'm from Oriala Village, Region 6.
I see you out here today. Tell us why you decided to come out.
Well, so much is happening, so much has happened in this country lately, particularly the MV Barima tragedy. Some years back, we had a Madhya fire, and we lost so many lives, 20 lives. And here we lost over 100 lives. And most of these are indigenous people. So I am not happy with what's happening. And my slogan is saying here, leadership equals accountability. And we're finding now that all the leaders in Guyana, from the president to the ministers and other officials, they are not accountable. And this is the main thing that's causing these tragedies to happen in this country. And so I'm here to lend support to show solidarity with my fellow indigenous peoples and with all Guyanese who have suffered and are suffering. So that's why I'm here today to be a part of this protest, peaceful protest.
Carl, what form of accountability do you want following this tragedy?
Okay, now for example, in the MV Barima, the whole tragedy happened because the minister and the senior officials were not doing what they ought to have done. They were not looking at the problems that the vessel had. So they were on it, like they just they ignored those problems. If they were accountable, then they would have been up to date with repairing the MV Barima or getting new vessels to function, to work. And this tragedy would not have happened. But I'm giving an example of what I'm talking about. In my village, a secondary school started to be built 3 years ago. It was supposed to open since 2 Septembers ago. And at this point in time, it's not even halfway completed. A road started to be built by the government from Kokwani to Oriala since 2019. That's 7 years ago. They changed, I think, about 3 contractors. Every year, there's a new budget for that project, and it's not completed as yet. So this is what I'm talking about on accountability. What's happening to these projects? You know, look, even our transportation system in Oriala to Corriverton, we travel on boats, and those boats are not fit. We asked the government we have been asking the government for the past 20 years, over 20 years, to build a road from Oriala to Moulton Creek. They're doing nothing about it. They're not listening to our problems. So that is what has made me angry, and we want change. We want a change. Right now, the previous Minister of Marine Affairs, she was aware or should have been aware of the problem of Region 1 with the transportation system, and she either ignored it or did nothing about it. The present Minister of Marine Affairs, Sarah Brown, also, she has been there now nearly 1 year, and she has not been looking at the best interests of indigenous peoples. So these are our concerns, and that's why I'm here. When I heard about this protest, I came from Oriala, you know, hundreds of miles from here, especially to be a part of this peaceful protest.
Thank you so much, Carl.
Thank you. Yes.
Good afternoon, sir. What is your name?
Views coming from persons directly affected Delta 9 travelers. What are your views as we analyze these very important headlines?
Yeah. You hear people eating fish just because of them people are drowned and rotten out at the bottom. But I want to tell yourself, I experience life. I experience life. But you see, right? Let me get this vehicle a little parked there by time. Yeah. I just want to make a short and quick thing because it interested. You understand? Well, you see them fish there in the sea. You know how big is the sea? Y'all feel the sea big like, y'all feel the sea small like around the environment we live in. Imagine you could walk end to end, take care, drive around where you live in your own village and all these things, and you could down out the area and you get dead in and all and thing, but river get dead in, you know. Water running up and down, tide changing, go forward, go backward. And let me tell any one of y'all, anybody, I could tell this. When you see anything touch salt water, you better know it's full cure. You get a bad sore, get a bad cut on your foot, and go in salt water and see what's gonna happen to it. It's gonna dry up. It's gonna help your foot heal quicker. Any dog with mange, when you see dog get mange, you throw them in a salt water and see how the dog here gonna start grow back good. Whatever sickness, I telling y'all, whatever sickness you hear, is always healed soon as you touch water. That is God work. I tell y'all, there's the Almighty. There's the Almighty work that He create this earth, create every single thing, and He know how powerful is that sea. So don't feel people say, but I mean eat them fish just because you want to tell me Banga Mary get time with them dead people what at the bottom of the water to eat them people. Banga Mary and the most going fish them inside the market, snap and all them thing they get time for go and eat them people. Them thing get the ocean so big, them thing get other things that feed them upon and even if they eat, I telling you something, even if they eat the people them and all and you eat it that nothing wouldn't happen to you. Nothing wouldn't happen to you. All of a sudden people ain't eating fish no more. There's totally nonsense about it. If y'all see what people is eat otherwise than dead people, let me tell y'all, where them thing what they might say, the fishes them eating dead people. If y'all see what people is eat, some people eat more nasty thing, more dirty thing than some other people buy. Let me tell you. Here. Some people just get fish, they in freeze how long this the fried fish and still hot it up, eat it back. Some people get chicken, long, still hot it up, eat it back, and all these things them. You understand? So y'all don't fool yourself about it. The ones them I know they get smart one that listening to me. How the hell that fish that could be poison to anything in the water? You know them bodies are preserve, them body the cure, them body the safe at the bottom there within poison section and them thing now. Nothing can tamper nobody. We talking about shrimps, alright. We eating back shrimps, a lot of shrimps. If we even tell you, them shrimps are gone. All them shrimps and all them ocean gonna end up down. They just eat them. Them people and shrimps didn't even get time with what they are at other place. Tell me, is what they wrong the boat? You understand? What is around the boat and anything like we say shrimp, shark, you get hammerhead shark, you get
have this apprehension about fishes now in the country. Fisher folks report also that there are some low the sales is not so as before, but the perception is wrong. There is no scientific analysis to show that there is any contamination of the fish. First of all, if anybody knows about fishes, these fish have this special fishing ground normally people catch this fish from, and it's far out. It's far out from where the incidents happen. So, and this doesn't have anything to do with contamination. It's just a perception. It's just social media pressure and just people just pushing this thing as rumors, right? So I want to appeal to consumer out there that the fish is safe, that the fish is there is no contamination, and we should continue to support our fisher folks. The fisher folks normally go out there, catch their fish, and that's the issue. We never had a issue like that before. But because of all kinds of rumors and apprehensions and things like that, people now are making all kinds of
fish can't sell in the market. Let me tell you something. You must come and see how people catching cricket and all and drain and them cricket they go into the market. You don't even know what part of cricket they're coming from. Cricket is sucking septic tank water, anything, all the sewers, everything that into the drain. Snail, the suck, there is paste, and you telling me cricket from different places and dirty places, people catching it, they're into the market and all, and people buying it, carrying it to America, carrying it to Holland or where country they're going and they're going and bunjal it dry and eat nice. So y'all don't tell me choppiness. In the sea more clean than them drainage they say. You understand? In them drainage they say, woman seeing the health, it passing and go there. Urinate, this water, the water, fish rank water, all kind of water going into them drain this sea. So, and still yet people can't eat the fish. You hear people all the time, so now all of a sudden, so how to them bush fish for people catching and selling in the market where they're coming from. Simple look like how this drain there with nice fish and so people catch it, carry it to the market. You go home, you fry, you eat, you're gone dead. Let me tell you, you know what, let me tell you what I'm to know people. It's a long time. People used to go and catch fish all over, and how they're strong today. How them people reach 89, 90, 100 years and all them thing now, eating the same thing them. So y'all don't tell me the sea get couple body drunk and oh everything and go and feed the whole. You know how big is the sea? From country to countries. Go and feed. All them fish go and feed for them people that say nobody can eat backfish. I bet you fish could they right wrong the boat and I could go and catch fish right and eat it and show y'all. I could eat it and show y'all. It's nonsense with Guyanese people. You feel, you understand? When we talk about Guyanese people, nonsense with most of the Guyanese people, not all again. Because I said, Guyanese alone, it sounds like everybody. The one who get proper common sense, think about it, man. It's nonsense. I just gotta talk about the good thing because something and things irritate your brains, buddy. Natural.
Study hard, work hard, play harder. Verb, nerve, and muscle power. Keep thinking and moving at any age. Verb, nerve, and muscle power.
It's not a racist thing, it's not political, it's Guyanese. We are going through a period of mourning. And I think that people should be allowed to grieve. People want answers. We have seen where blame have been cast on the wrong people, more or less. You're calling a COI, and before it even started, you charge persons for murder. Allow the course to be run. So sorry, go ahead.
No, you go ahead.
And so I think the people that are here is even though they might not have been directly affected, indirectly it affected all of us as a Guyanese nation.
I noted a number of people who know Kevin Price and who have liaised with him or been friends with him are also out here. Are you one of those persons? Do you know Kevin, and how would you describe him?
Actually, I don't know him personally, but I may have traveled with this minibus. They said he owns a minibus. And I'm a man around. I have been featuring at weddings, birthdays, funerals. So maybe we came into contact sometime or the other. But what I'm saying is that whether I know him personally or not, it could have been someone for me. It could have been my brother. It could have been me. It could have been an uncle. It could have been a nephew. It could have been my neighbor. Regardless, Guyanese. If it even if it was, let's say, an Amerindian person or an East Indian. I think it's the way things have been done.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Thanks.
All right, sir, what is your name?
I am Michael Spencer, chairman of the Haslington Grove.
Why is it so important that people gather here today as the president is having this consultation?
Thank you. I believe that people's eyes have been opened to injustices. This is an inappropriate time to be talking development, issuing of land, whatever the meeting is, the agenda of the meeting is. We are going through a mourning season at this time in Guyana. As Guyanese, this is not a racist thing, it's not political, it's Guyanese. We are going through a period of mourning. And I think that people should be allowed to grieve. People want answers. We have seen where blame have been cast on the wrong people, more or less. You're calling a COI, and before it even started, you charge persons for murder. Allow the course to be run. So sorry, go ahead.
No, you go ahead.
And so I think the people that are here is even though they might not have been directly affected, indirectly it
attention from the biggest national tragedy affecting Guyanese, with more than 100 lives lost. But after 30 years in office, the PPP should identify one model community they have built. Let me take the liberty to answer: none. Not one community has been built with all the basic amenities, including electricity, water, roads, drainage, green spaces, well-kept parapets, or community grounds. Instead of completing the countless failed community projects they have abandoned, this government continues to announce new initiatives to distract the people, while communities across Guyana remain neglected. Electricity, street lights, proper drainage, and access to potable water.
Price new scheme. This is the road condition. The village don't have water already, no current. Look at the road condition.
In many of these failed communities, vehicles are being destroyed because of the poor state of the roads, and the nation's children are still forced to bathe using trench water.
This is where we live. This is the water where we have to use for wash clothes, wash wares, and so on. Bathe. We get itching from the skin with the water. The water really nasty.
This government must stop chasing headlines and start fixing what already exists. Complete the housing schemes. Many paid for house lots and have yet to see them. The PPP fails to deliver basic infrastructure promised for years, yet they rush to launch another grand project as a major distraction tactic from Irfan's farm and the Barima tragedy that took the lives of over 100 Guyanese. Thousands of Guyanese receive house lots that are swamplands. Families are then forced to spend hundreds of thousands of dollars just to make the land usable. A single truckload of sand now costs about $55,000 and more in some instances. The government continues to control access to many of the country's sand pits. At the same time, the cost of construction materials continues to rise, making home ownership even more difficult. If they really cared, they would have implemented measures of price control. Likewise, with the gimmicks President Ali displayed in Region 1, where he pretended to be upset about the high cost of airfare. But who has the power to bring the relevant stakeholders together and push for meaningful action? Reducing the cost of airfare or housing materials doesn't suit the president and his rich friends. They are getting richer as the prices increase. How can the government speak about creating model villages when there is a housing backlog of more than 50,000 applicants? The government should also explain why projects such as Silica City continue to receive so much attention while basic services in existing communities remain inadequate. Guyanese do not need another publicity campaign. They need functioning communities. Residents have also raised concerns about the consultation process itself. This was not genuine consultation. The president largely came to announce what the government had already decided. There was no opportunity for meaningful engagement or for residents to influence the outcome. Consultation means listening to the people, not simply speaking to them. Across the country, families are living on small lots in overcrowded developments. Roads are so narrow that drivers must pull into corners to allow another vehicle to pass. Yet the government wants to speak about model communities. Instead of focusing on unfinished work and deteriorating infrastructure, the government continues to launch new initiatives designed to distract from its failures. Failures like the Barima tragedy and failed ministers Ejil and Indar are still on the job. We will never forget the worst national tragedy that affected Guyanese. Over 100 lives were lost, some still missing under the Atlantic Ocean, and they come to pacify their failures with a whimsical model community. We also call on the international community to pay close attention. Development is not measured by fancy headlines. It is measured by whether people have a better standard of living and easier access to services. The Guyanese people do not need another slogan. They do not need another launch. They need a government that finishes what it starts, fixes what is broken, and puts people before publicity stunts. The Barima went down on the 18th of July. 16 days later, Irfan launches this fairy tale community to divert your attention to something else. The PPP is done mourning while hundreds of you are still grieving. Families are waiting to recover their loved ones. Irfan is now racing into your communities with big vehicles, taking big screens, promising model villages. He can't even build a proper road. The Heroes Highway has been repaired numerous times, and he comes to promise you that he can build a community. This is a major distraction tactic, but we will not forget the Barima. In a new distraction,
Big up to all of the travelers live with us right now in the international digital connection. I see a couple of calls coming through. Give us a call back, Delta 9 travelers. You're definitely going to get through now. Greetings, we're out to Delta 9 Media Live.
Hello, can you hear me?
Yeah, Mr. Garden, we hear you.
Yeah. Well, first of all, let me praise that brother who's talking about that fish story. God said, bless and eat. That is number one. There is salt water. If Guyanese eat the fish, nothing will happen to you. Because if I eat up with them, and the doctor said, there's only the fish around this book there, you have to save my life. I read it, stop talking nonsense, I'm doing nonsense. That is meant I can put in Guyana. Now, let me tell you a personal story. When I was living in Dutch Guyana, among them Juka don't eat no fresh meat and fresh meat. They put it outside for the sun beat it. And the same rainwater, rat water, they would drink it. Then when it turned warm, when we see in my own eye, then they wash it out and then they cook that meat. Let me see if you get the massive way. That is dangerous to get in Ducky National now. Stop your nonsense. Bless and eat. No. Mohammed talking about 30 years. That guy so big face and black people still follow this guy. How come we owe $190 billion in tax? That money could fix all them things we're talking about. Because he was benefit from the 30 years. He carried 2 guns the red house to kill black man, never shoot board. Black man was stand up on stage again and ask the question. He protect them 2020 election. 2015, he did not vote with black people for change. He voted for continue to smuggle the gold and do all that nonsense. And he punished Amerindian and he punished black. Now black people don't ask him. Now you don't want to pay that $190-something billion to develop the same country. Mohamed know about those land years ago. When the same man with 19 charge was in office in the 23 years as Minister of Housing, he received a lot of land. When black man was shocked to know how many land man they get. What if you don't talk, but what he got from them?
Powerful point. Powerful point. Thanks for highlighting those insights right here on this live presentation. Pick up yourself, Mr. Flash Garden, dropping some insights right now on the live. What's Team Win saying? Because I know they got Team Win on the live, you know. Yeah, I'll leave what Mr. Garden is saying right there. What are your views? Me personally, I think at this time, at this juncture, greetings, you're on to Dalton and Media Line.
Yeah, blessed be. Good night to you. Towards the night I was doing my radio program, but I was watching and trying to listen.
Yeah.
This thing with the presidency, I have a question to the president. And what these people should have asked that was sitting, but to me, when I look at it, there was nobody asking any question. They were just talking. And if that is a positiveness they're about to do, who will be owning all these buildings and stuff? Are the people who would have a chance to buy these apartments in these buildings? That's the question. Next thing is, like I was there, I would have said, Mr. President, I don't want you to build no apartment building and stuff for me. Give me a land, build the road, run like some water, and then let me get a loan to build my own house. You understand? Because this is bullet. If they're building these things, that's another product of build. You know, I say to the end. Now look at the level. That ain't have nothing to do with Guyanese citizens owning anything yet. That have to do them building a village for rent. Not to own. These people sit down and just nodding their head, yes. No! No, these people some real dummy boys. Tell me some for me. The only word they know when the president and this party come in front of them is yes. That's all they know, bro. Sorry for them, boy. Sorry for them. But them don't sorry for themselves. You don't seem so bad.
Big up yourself. As we analyze it, persons are saying some people moving like yes men and women. Could it be that they're afraid to voice their true opinion? Let's hear what the president was really presenting. The thing that was being addressed by the leader of the opposition and a number of persons. Let's hear what's going on right now.
Presenting the plans. So what has been happening over the last couple of months, we had engineers, planners, architects, development specialists coming into your communities, sometimes while you're asleep. And they have identified some of the challenges, not all. They have identified some of the plans. So I'll ask Dr. Anthony to present what they have identified so far and see if you can relate to some of this, and then we will have the community discourse. Are we all together? Are we all together? Is that acceptable? Thank you very much, and God bless all of you.
We have a brief PowerPoint presentation that we like to do for you.
which would give you some of the data that would have been collected by the engineers and the planners. And the presentation is basically in two parts. The first part is basically a situational analysis of what they have found so far. And then the second part is some proposals and how things can look in the near future, right? And of course, this would stimulate a discussion so that you can then add your voice about things that maybe might have been missed, or maybe other things that you think we should include. So as President would have just said, one of the things that we want to do is to ensure that we have clean communities. And everybody know in most of our communities, we have drains that are overgrown, things that are stagnant, somebody putting garbage on the parapet. And because of that, the whole ambience of the community is usually not a nice one. And that's putting it mildly, right? We also have a number of public infrastructure. Some of them over the last couple of years, we have been working on to fix, which includes roads and so forth. But we want to do more than that. We want to do the roads. We want to do a slope so that roads can be properly drained. Because you know, sometimes we do the roads and then there's like a earthen thing that blocks the water from running into the drain. And then what happens? When it rains, you have water accumulating, it undermines the road, and then sometimes we are back to square one. So we want to make sure that we are doing a comprehensive job. We want in many of our communities, one of the challenges that we have is that the roads now have become very, very busy. And there aren't many walkways. So we want to put walkways into our communities so that people can walk nicely without interference from the traffic. That sometimes can be a major hazard. And also if we put in nice walkways, the benefit to that is that we need to exercise a little bit, right? So we can feel safe walking around in a safe area where we know that nobody is going to be encroaching with their cars. And so that's another thing that we want to do. President spoke about having greenery, plants, landscaping of our environment. And once we landscape it, it will look beautiful and we can all enjoy it. And I'm sure there are unique things in Melanie that you would like to highlight. So the landscaping is going to be extremely important. We want to put in some trees and we want to groom them so they look nice, right? Not just bush all over the place. And we can do it. And this is what this program is going to help us to do.
Just to add here, a very important aspect of the program is to ensure we have proper lighting and to recreate the streets as streets of wellness, where health, wellness, mental health, and everything is taken into consideration. So you will see not only the
one of the biggest contributors or affectors of mental health, and we could check it out and reference it right here in another live presentation, is poverty. So if we're looking after mental health and we taking back the streets and we're doing this and we're doing that, mental health is directly connected to poverty in a nation, poverty in a community, poverty in any place. Directly connected, affects the mental health of the persons in that area. Greetings, we're on to Delta 9 Media Line.
Yeah, me again. Now, I'm trying to make sense out of this nonsense. You march up people home and out and take away land. But you're going to build up another product bill for the poor people. And look at all these black folks that sitting in there and taking all the BS from these guys and they're saying nothing, all they're saying is yes. They are the encourager, bro. You gotta ask that question. That's why these guys could sit up and say Guyanese are stupid people. No. In this time when these guys come up in your thing in your community and selling you dreams that have nothing to do with you, your dreams, but their dreams, and you sit there and you say nothing objective towards these guys, then you're encouraging them. You said, I know that there's still some people right there, but in certain situations, not like this,
Just speak up.
you have to speak up. Use your third eye, people. Not y'all are so smart, but y'all are not intelligent because y'all not using intelligence. Y'all sit and let these guys talk a bunch again. First thing you hear y'all gonna call it, who gonna own that village? Are the people gonna be rented or these things are built for them to buy?
Yeah.
It's a question. So we ask these presidents solid hard questions. These guys know where way to go, bro. Cause I tell people, if I was in Guyana and this was going on, if I was living there, I just serious man. My mouth don't stay, all over here, white people, anybody. I let them know what time is it, bro. Don't come around me funny. I let you know kind of funny. This is somewhere. When I deal with that, when they're listening.
Big up yourself. Gotta ask the real questions, right? Or else you can't know what's going on. And persons can take you and carry you around and bring you around. Guess what? The flight has landed right here on Delta 9 Media. I want to thank all the persons for being a part of this live presentation. Everybody that called in, all the moderators, frequent travelers, persons who traveling with us for the first time. Listen, are you subscribed to Delta 9 Media? On your screen right now is 2 other channels that you can subscribe to so that you can catch up with all the content that we would upload on this platform. Delta 9 Media No Filter is a brand new channel that we're building, on which we're going to be uploading some brand new type of content. We ain't started doing content on it yet because we're building it up to 1,000 subs. So please and thank you. We know we got millions of persons come through on this channel. Subscribe to Delta 9 Media No Filter. The barcode is on your screen, and join the team from early and be a part of all the new content that we got coming up on No Filter. And if you're into studies, if you're into the esoterics, and you like getting into the conversation beyond some of the conversations on a different altitude to the conversations that we might have here on Delta 9 Media and on this international digital connection, guess what? Gnosis Focus would be the channel that you would want to join. The barcode is right there. So much information, so much insightful scholarship on that particular channel. I'm telling you, thousands of hours of scholarship on so many different topics. Thanks again to all of those who are on the live. Big up to everybody that's going to catch this one in the rewind in the future. Guess what? One love, and I'll catch you in the next live presentation at 8 a.m. tomorrow or before. You never know. So make sure that you subscribe and look out for all the uploads and notifications.
A natural way to stay ready, baby. 'Cause I'm ready for you, Mr. C. The ultimate male supplement. Men's total wellness formula. Packed with essential nutrients for men's health. She'll call you Mr. C.